Hi, hello, and welcome, friends. I hope you're doing good and feeling good. Today is maybe vlog 2, and we are going to be going to D&D and painting some minifigures. I haven't done art stuff since I moved here and kind of started this crazy journey. I'm super excited to get back into my paint vibes. We actually did already paint one minifigure, which I showed you guys in our last vlog, being Drea, my very first D&D character. That being said, I've been working on a time dragon, but with miscellaneous colors, so I'm super excited to take you guys along and just kind of vlog the experience. Be pretty fun. Yeah, and I'm super happy with the purple hair. I think this is really cool. This is the first day of it being dyed, so you're probably gonna see the harsh blend lines of all the dye, and I still have a little bit of purple in my ear, but it's fine. I think it looks great. We are gonna go ahead and start heading out. I've already checked on Gizmo. Found a really cool discovery. We are just chilling in the yard and doing our normal 30 minutes, and I found this. Somebody was born last night. I don't know what species of egg this could be. I don't know what the new hatchling animal could be. Maybe this is possibly a shell that fell out of like a bird's nest. But there are a bunch of different species of reptiles out here where I am in my new undisclosed location. So I just thought it'd be really cool to show you guys. Yeah, we're gonna continue our walk with Mo. Gizmo is pretty confident on the leash. We do about 30 minutes of a walk in the morning when the weather's nice. That being said, she loves walking and grazing. I'll probably show y'all a couple of clip-ins of that as well. Yeah, if I see any more cool things in the yard like this, I will let you guys know. Sometimes nature likes to give us little nuggets of beauty, right? So yeah, let's see if Gizmo discovers any more cool stuff this morning. I don't know what it is. Nice. No more bug friend. Y'all know what this is? Is that a wasp? He keeps shaking his butt at my cat. Guys, we have another really cool find, right, Gizmos? You want to show them? Yeah, let's show them. So, while putting Gizmo up from her walk, I noticed a lot of blue, and I want to show you guys. Really, really cool. Very rare sight. I hope it doesn't freaking fly in my face. This is a cicada emerging from this chrysalis. Quite a rare sight. And I've caught a part one of this earlier stage, and I'll have to show you guys too. We are gonna go ahead and start heading out. I've already checked on Gizmo and the snakes. I think I'll show you guys a little bit of a evening feed tonight because Rango is supposed to be eating, so it'll be really cool. Yeah, let's go. Hello, Audio Alien here. So now we are time-lapsing the whole time dragon paint process. So this is a D&D, not a character, but a creature that you could come across, and the overthinker was overthinking with the color schemes. I couldn't decide what color palette to go with, so I kind of just went with all of them and continued that pattern. I wanted to make the body very, very bright and vivid, and I started picking out this folk art neon yellow paint. I haven't really messed with the folk art neon lines. I've always kind of been more into their metallic shades as well as their opaque and superior coverage, but this stuff definitely will be adding to our paint collection as soon as we can. I take that neon yellow and kind of disperse it all through the tummy and ombre it out with some apple barrel apple tart shade and continue to kind of build up that opacity. I wanted to go back in and bring some oranges into the beard line as well as the stomach and near the armpits, just to really continue the rainbow-esque aesthetic of our time dragon. This paint took quite a while. This was done in multiple sessions, so the first session I kind of was able to fully blank out our time dragon, and then we can start implementing the color. This is going to be more of the secondary installment of the time dragon work. That being said, I wanted to continue with the ombres, so I actually took a little bit of mint green and I started that at the very, very ends of the spikes in the beard. That being said, this took a minute, but I find it to be totally relaxing and totally worth it. I think D&D figures are probably something we'll implement a little bit more into our Faded Alien art aesthetic. I just love the whimsical creatures, and it's about time our whimsical fairy tale finally got into D&D. That being said, time dragons don't really have a color theme, but I can tell you that red does mean a fire type of dragon, white kind of means ice dragons, and gold is just kind of gold. From what I know, granted I am a beginner at this game, so I'll kind of let you know as I learn more information. I'm going to start to ombre the base of the wings out by using a little bit of mint green, fading that into a nice lavender, and then going in with some corally pinks. I know that this is kind of supposed to be more of an intimidating dragon, but I wanted all of those vivid colors in. I'm going to show us a little bit of a up-close take here on our ombre. I do have a little bit of a longer ways to go on the current paint. I wasn't really sure how much I wanted to taper out, so I just did a full taper. Eventually we do add a little bit of red to the very ends of the wings to kind of tie it into the eyes, but this is a before shot of what the time dragon looks like. Very purpley orange, kind of Spyro colored. I didn't want to do that. And of course, in classic Faded Alien style, we are going to have to add glitter. I feel like it wouldn't be an official Faded Alien piece without some kind of sparkle to it, so the wings are definitely getting hit with a smooth coat of purple folk art glitter, as well as a little bit of this like really pretty champagne shade. If I remember, I'm gonna put a screen grab of the exact shade, but it has been a super, super fun time. Also, really getting out of my shell a little bit more with D&D. And the painting facet is just so invigorating. Here's a little bit of a up-close progress look so we can kind of admire him from afar. He's almost done. I do want to add a little bit of eye detail, make him a little bit cooler there, and continue with that pattern. So I added a little bit of gold to the wings to kind of tie it back into the claws, and I did a little bit of dotting across the abdomen as well to kind of tie in further texturing. I just really wanted it to look super intense in its shadows as well as its super super bright, vivid highlights. So I did take a little bit of titanium white and just kind of dust that through the tops of the neck and the face as well. You can't really see that all that well, but now we get to implement the glitter, and this is my absolute favorite part, as you guys know. And I just wanted to continue the ombre style that we've kind of been doing throughout this piece. So I figured the wings might as well also have a taper. So halfway down the base of the wing, we have the purple gradient, and then we're going to take that beautiful baby pink and kind of blend that through the ends of the wings as well. This did take a little bit of time to dry, so in the meantime I start to focus a little bit more on the facial details as we move on. But this was a absolutely amazing piece to work on. I do have a couple more in the works. We're going to take that tiny bit of apple barrel red and taper that out towards the wings just to give it a final chef's kiss of color and detail. Yeah. I feel like I forgot to mention, but I did not at all paint anything to do with the mouth. I left that kind of to the factory paint because it was a little bit intimidating to try to fit all of those tiny teeth details in, so I just kind of left that as is. Don't hate, okay? But I had so much other detail in the nares and the facial structure and the beard and the eyes that I feel like it's okay to leave the factory paint in the mouth. I'm going to take a little bit of our apple barrel black and use that very minutely in the corneas of the eye to kind of bring it out. And now we have our completed Time Dragon. Isn't he absolutely stunning? I love him. He is beauty, he is grace, he is timeless. I will absolutely be integrating more of these D&D creature paints into our Faded Alien channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you. As well as our usual Faded Alien art tutorials and time lapses, so don't worry, we still have those plenty in the works. I cannot wait to see what we come up with next. Thank you so much for your time. Remember to stay safe, stay positive, and always stay creative, friends. I will see you very, very soon. Bye! Twitch at Faded Alien, and I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for our artivities, being sculpting, painting, and all of our things in between, as well as our Thursday festivities, which is more of our cryptid corner and our dino deep dives. I highly implore you to come through if that at all intrigues you, and our Saturday shenanigans, where we hang out with the pets and really do whatever I feel like. That being said, I do have a goal for 2026 of trying to reach Twitch affiliate, so it would mean so much to me if you guys would come through and check out the channel. If you want to take home any of the Faded Alien merch that you might see through any of our crafts, I do have a fourth wall for all of our wearable merch, so all of our t-shirts as well as totes and hoodies. I also have a Printful for all of our posters and our canvases, so more of our home decor type of merch, and all of your support means the world. Thank you so much for your patience, you guys, as I start to pour out these videos. It does take a bit of time for me to produce these videos. It does take me a minute and a half to edit. I'm starting to get in a little bit of a better swing of it, but I do apologize for being a little bit late with the videos. But that being said, thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. Every comment, every interaction with the channel means so much. So if you've learned anything, or if you've enjoyed this video at all, liking, following, commenting, and interacting with the channel in any way helps out so much. I cannot wait to see what project we get into next. I will see you very